Hey, it's Reverend Shane. So anyway, so I was watching watching a video from my favorite Sheikh, and I've learned a lot of connections with the Bible and our texts, even the texts that they left out of the Bible, I suppose, some of those as well. Um, Connections of those with Quran and the extra stories of Islam, of the Muslims. The extra stories are called the Hadith. That's their name for them. And the Sheikh was explaining, he was talking about, in several of his lectures. I'm combining a couple of them right now, okay, right? And he basically, his idea goes a little something like Constantinople is in control by the West currently. All right, and but it's called Istanbul now. Of course, it's been called Istanbul for a lot of years now, and uh, he says, oh well, they were supposed to give it to Russia, and I looked this claim up, and sure enough, there was a treaty in World War I where, sure enough, Russia was supposed to, it looks like they were supposed to have control of Constantinople. And of course, uh, the powers that should not be, basically reneged on the agreement, right? They decided not to give it to Russia after all, right? After all was said and done. Which, that's not good. I mean, you make an agreement, you're supposed to come through on your agreement, right? I mean, we can all agree on that, I think. Um, and so he says that it's part of their extra stories that the Muslims are supposed to liberate the city, and then they're going to give that church back to the Orthodox Christians, but it's gonna, obviously it'll be the Russian Orthodox. I don't think I did. He doesn't mention anything about Greece at all, really. Even though Greece has the Greek Orthodox Church, obviously. Many people are aware of this, and but they're not in his story. It's just Russia. Anyways, so okay. Um, this is fine. All right. So that putting that aside, um, he's concerned about the name. He says they will change the name back to Constantinople because the prophet, peace be upon him, he used the name Constantinople. So then, therefore, we must use the name Constantinople because that's the name that the prophet used. He didn't use Istanbul. He used the name Constantinople. Which is okay. All right, sure. I see where you're coming from. And frankly, I like the name better. Anyways, I like the name Constantinople better. It's more fun to say. It is. It's a better name than Istanbul. Anyways, um, so okay, so fine, Constantinople. All right, good. Okay, but now, How come you're not worried about Yathrib? Didn't he use the name Yathrib? Um, how come that is not any kind of it's not on any radar? Or and what other city names did Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, what other city names did he use that are now different, and not even because necessarily of the West choosing them, the names of said cities. Maybe the West, and I know you can say, oh, colonialization. Um, you can give that excuse for the borders, yes, but I know there's names of cities and such over there they're not anything that was chose by the West. It was chose by the Arabs, quote unquote, the Arabs, right? That's I hate to lump you guys all into the same category, but it's like how we have to say Asian now, right? Um, it's just a complex reality, right? No offense was meant. So, but it's a good question. How come they're not so concerned about using the name Yatrib? They're concerned about Constantinople? That's it? Hmm? That's bizarre to me. It's very, very weird. If someone can explain it to me, please do. Whether you just leave it in my comment or make a video or something, send me the link to the video, whatever. But obviously bring it to my attention if you do explain it. So, all right. That's all I got for you this morning. Take it easy, y'all. Peace.